Millions of people are worrying and they're about to snap. What the hell is going on? Let's go ahead and jump into it. Video by Homestead Journey.
Y'all, I'm
Watts.
being so for real. Are y'all not terrified of the way that the world is going? Like, I'm being actually so for real.
I feel like everybody is having a hard time right now, like even the stable people. I personally am having like an identity existential crisis, but even my stable friends are like shutting down their Instagrams, like closing down their Facebooks, even if it's just for a month. I know stable people who are like losing their minds at night. Finances, government, data centers, AI, like the future. I think we're actually all collectively freaking out. Am I alone with that?
Okay, you guys, I just got a Camry XSE, and it's the Premium Plus, and I'm over the screen telling me what to do, okay? It keeps telling me to sit up. It can't see my face. I'm like, what? I'm sitting here. It keeps telling me to pay attention. I'm paying attention. Like, what is going on? Stop telling me what to do. How do I turn this off? Please. It's driving me nuts.
I pass 8 flock cameras on the way to my kids' school. 3 gas stations, 2 stoplights, but 8 flock cameras. I live in a rural county. I'm passing more surveillance cameras than I am businesses. That's insane.
Right.
So yeah, surveillance state. Coming to a rural county near you.
So y'all, I'm the first one to have a mini data center in my house. They're
Nice.
paying me monthly to house this data center. Pretty sweet. So if you can't beat them, work with them, I guess, you know. So anyways, this data center went in a couple days ago, and it's producing all of your Google results in the 100 square mile from this location. So if you were to type in, hey Google, what's the weather like tomorrow? I can modify this system to say, don't worry about it. It's going to be 500 degrees. You won't make it out alive. That's kind of the kind of thing that this is producing. So they're paying me money to have this here. Information's coming in, and I'm able to send the information out. Pretty wild. And if you want one of these in your house, let me know. They'll pay you to put one in.
Yeah, I just saw a post. I didn't think it was real. I didn't even think it was rolling out yet. Yes, they were talking about putting little mini data collectors. I think Oracle or Nvidia was talking about doing this, and that was just putting it outside. I didn't think it was going to be inside the house. Like this is way beyond crazy. I mean, that room has to be hot. I don't know. Would y'all be able to just have a data center, even if they paid you good money for it? Would you be open to doing that in your house, noisy as hell? Let me know in the comments. Let's just jump back into it.
I'm gonna need somebody in the federal or local government, somebody, to
Right.
tell me when the Americans said, "Hey, we want data centers and we want monitored at all times and we want vehicles that can just shut themselves off whenever they feel it." I'm pretty sure none of us have said, "Oh, please watch my every movement, Daddy, for my safety." We don't want you data centers. We don't want you AI. We don't want you flock cameras. We don't want you AI detection vehicles. We want none of this shit.
I've made videos talking about these driver monitors and how it's constantly watching you when you drive the car, but there is something that's very creepy about them. In real life, this is all that you see is this kind of little black rectangle above the steering wheel. But if you have
Right.
the right frame rate set on your camera, you can see the 2 red dots that are tracking your eyes. So you have these invisible red eyes that are constantly staring at you.
This is breaking news.
That's terrible,
Starting
man.
in 2027, refrigerator manufacturers will no longer sell refrigerators with automatic ice makers unless you have a subscription fee. That's right, starting in 2027, for 1 year, you can buy a refrigerator and it will make ice for you if you want. But after that 12-month period is over, you're going to have to pay a $29.95 subscription fee in order to get ice made in your refrigerator. It's just every year, at the beginning of the year, you will pay a $29.95 fee, and your refrigerator will be allowed to continue to make ice. Should you fail to pay that fee, of course, you have no subscription, they will shut off your ice making capabilities and you will just have a regular refrigerator.
If you were raised in
The subscription based services is going to end the market. I promise you. I have to pay $30 to get some ice in the fridge that I bought. Like now I got to connect my fridge to Wi-Fi. I got to do all this stuff. Is it like an internal clock, bro? Just please make it make sense.
80s and 90s, how are you adjusting now? In 2026, how do you feel? I'm not even gonna lie. Some days I'm not well. To think about then and think about now and know that it'll never be the same, it's something. I can remember the late 80s going to the movie theater. Me, my mama, my cousins, my aunt, 10, 11 of us, right? One of them pull out a $50 bill, hand it to the cashier. We got popcorn, drinks, the movie tickets, everything, and they get change back. We in the theater fighting over the cup holder and the armrest because we got so much candy and chips and hot dogs in our hands, happy, smiling. I took my 15-year-old daughter to the movie today, just me and her. Got the tickets, right? Mind you, it's a 2:30 show. It ain't even late at night. Tickets, small popcorn for her, small for me, small drink, $54.86. I don't even have no more words. I can't even.
It isn't a joke. They literally want to put a mini data center on everybody's home. And the way that they're selling this to people is, wait, you'll only have to pay one flat fee, about $150 a month for Wi-Fi and electricity. Now, I know we all think we wouldn't be dumb enough to do that, would we? Except the fact that everybody's electricity cost is going up and up and up and up and up and up and up because of the data centers being put in everywhere. So listen to this.
With JP Morgan and Morgan Stanley on a financing package for a data center in El Paso, Texas, to the tune of $13 billion, mostly in debt. Amid continued demand for data centers, there has been increasing pushback from local communities about these facilities. But one company is offering a potential solution, and Diana Olick has the story in this week's Property Play. Hi, Di.
Hey, Morgan. Yeah, it's an unlikely partnership. Span, which is a startup that makes smart electrical home panels, is teaming up with NVIDIA and PulteGroup, a major U.S. home builder. Span is now making small, fractional data centers, they call them nodes, that can be put on the side of residential homes. So the idea is to take advantage of unused electrical capacity on local grids, which the Span smart panels find. Now, a network of these nodes talking to each other across the country is the equivalent of a mid-sized traditional data center. So these could actually negate the need to build as many of those huge data centers. Hyperscalers and AI cloud providers just tap into the node network like a regular data center. Now, Span collaborated with NVIDIA using its technology in the system. Span claims it can install 8,000 of these units about 6 times faster and at 5 times lower cost than the construction of a typical centralized 100 megawatt data center of the same size. Now, Pulte Homes is in on the early testing phase, looking at the capabilities and economics of these nodes, which have already been deployed in a handful of communities. Okay, so why would a homeowner want this?
So
well,
we pivot
because
left
they would
and
just
they
have to pay
pivot right.
one flat
We
fee
don't
for
want
electricity
huge data
and
centers
Wi-Fi,
sucking up
which
fresh
Span said
water,
would be roughly about
polluting the air.
$150 total. So a
Right?
lot less.
Wow. Let me go ahead and say, look, we don't want to build huge data centers, but we still want the data. We're just going to do it at a super small micro level so we can still get the results we want and still make you somewhat happy with what we're doing and get it. It's not for everybody. Not every home is going to be eligible. Not every home is going to have one, but you're going to have people signing up for this. This is going to get crazy.
Than probably your usual
So
bill.
this
Now,
is
for
their
much more on this story and the
way
latest
around it.
Property Play podcast with the CEO of a company looking to.
Hey, so did you guys notice that literally nobody cares about anything anymore? Like actually, like nobody cares. Apparently, they came out on the news and they said that the aliens are here, they're among us. So I don't know what. I don't follow the news. Just somebody came on this app and said, "Hey, did you guys know that the news said that there's aliens and blah blah blah, I don't know what." And nobody cares. There's a massive explosion threat out in Garden Grove, California, and nobody cares. People are still going to Disneyland like, "Oh, cool. If we die, we die." I don't know, it's just like people are just sick and tired of all the lies, like they've been lying to us, or, you know, I don't know what. It's just like we've had it up to here, and at this point we're just like, it is what it is, whatever happens, happens. Like nothing is a shock to us anymore. Or what? Like aliens can come to our front door and we'll just open the door and be like, "Oh, hey, what's up? You want to come inside for dinner? What do you guys like? You know?" Meow, meow, meow.
I want to ask you something. It's kind of strange. See, I'm at Home Depot right now, right? This is Home Depot. It's Home Depot. Why would the government want to put a flock camera at every car going in and out of Home Depot? What the hell do they get out of that? Makes no sense why they'd want to read the plates on cars going in and out of Home Depot. Tell me why.
So I just learned that they replaced 30 dirty jobs with AI, and nobody's really even talking about it.
Talk to us.
Everybody thought it would be the code writers, the spreadsheet guys that would be replaced with AI first. Nope, wrong. Heidelberg Building Materials, they produce 60 to 70% of all the cement used in Maryland alone. Their large quarry in Union Bridge, Maryland, just bought 30 autonomous dump trucks. Those are quarry trucks, completely autonomous. They're gonna drive, dump, load, unload, everything, completely AI controlled. So option A is a driver, $70,000 to $80,000 a year, CDL, benefits package, supports a family, has needs, is a human. Or AI truck, none of the above, doesn't even ask for a break. That money goes straight up to the CEOs, the boardroom, never comes back in the form of a job or raises. Pay attention, y'all, this is pretty big.
This is what Walmart's new AI system says when you call to ask for help.
The autonomous trucking system and logistics system is going to really mess over a lot of people. We're going to need some control some way, shape, or form. What is going on that a simple guy can't even load rocks anymore? Come on, man.
This call and your voice may be recorded for quality or other business purposes, including fraud prevention.
Your call and your voice will be recorded for quality or other business purposes, including fraud prevention. I like how they put that at the end to kind of make your brain feel like it's a safe thing. It's not, because I looked into what other business purposes could be, and it is not limited to AI training, voice cloning data sets, emotion tracking, behavioral analysis, customer profiling, speech recognition systems. What ethically could you use that for?
So, this is wild. Google just announced that they're no longer going to be having a search bar. That they're going to be completely relying on AI to be able to come up with what you want to be looking at already. Which sucks for businesses, including myself, because you'll never be able to click on my website because there's no longer going to be the Google links. How does that work?
Explain to me what this is. I was just driving and I noticed this camera staring at me. There's a camera poking on both sides. You're not slick. What is this, Arizona? Explain to me. And there's a cable going on the backside. It ends up here and just goes off in the distance.
This camera is...
That is insane. I thought that was like a protective water side. You know, those little water gallon things that help you from not running off the side of the water. It's supposed to be gentle impact or a gentle, or maybe a softer impact for your vehicle. But no, they're protecting these cameras from the Arizona heat. That's what they were doing.
Kind of out of the way, so it makes it easier to try to reverse engineer if any signals are coming from it. This is the Bluetooth that is in our environment currently. This is the Wi-Fi. Not seeing anything that stands out. Again, this camera is at the place at the entrance to a park, so it's only capturing people coming into a park. It appears to be one of the newer modules, or models. A lot of stuff on the back of the solar panel, so just seeing if we can detect any signal coming from it. Again, nothing that's standing out. Here's all the Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. We're using a stock Raspberry Pi and a Sophia Android node to monitor it. Again, nothing obvious coming off of it.
Do you want to know why they want to make society cashless? If you do something they don't like, they can freeze your card and you won't be able to buy anything.
Hey, so everyone has lost their mind. Apartment hunting, housing market, renting, whatever it is.
Oh, don't stop. Don't stop. Did you just say a subscription for your house keys? I'm not ready to watch this clip with y'all. House keys. You're going to have to pay to get into your own.
Lost your mind. So as I sit here apartment hunting here in Los Angeles, would you believe that I came across this place, $2,500 a month, okay, 1 bedroom, no utilities included, you have to pay for your parking, bare bones, 3 times the rent, $650 minimum credit, okay? I scroll down to the bottom and I see that in order for you to access your unit that you were paying $2,500 for, okay, you must subscribe to a monthly membership to use your key fob. If you don't, you will not be able to access your unit that you pay $2,500 for. What are we doing? I know why people are burning down warehouses, and I know why people are running up on CEOs and sending them back to their maker. People are tired, and it is only going to get worse. This is quite literally something that the average American will not just work their way out of. They will not skip a latte out of. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? What are we doing?
Nobody was excited about Memorial Day, and nobody is excited about the 4th of July. It's the 250th anniversary of this country existing via the Declaration of Independence. Like, does nobody else notice the lack of excitement, the lack of anticipation?
No, you're right.
We're
You
in a
are
bad
right.
place, people. You feel it. I feel it. Everyone feels it. And the people that are just wealthy enough to not feel it have even started to understand that they're about to start feeling it. We've hit the point of no return, you know? And it's one of those things like, I'm very encouraged by the amount of people that say they want to do something and organize and all those things, and I really hope you do. But like, I think most people have kind of just devolved to the place of, I'm just going to sit back and see what happens from this point on.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't really see, like, you used to think like 4th of July is coming up, man, fireworks, you know, hoorah, American flag, people putting out their flags, wearing their gear, making plans. You see posts leading up to this event, but Nah, nothing. And then it's crazy. It's going to be a big weekend, supposedly. We'll see.
You know? And that's a depressing place to be, you know, as a people. But I feel like that's where we all are. Like, let's just sit back and relax and see where the log flume takes us. I don't know, man. Things have gotten so impossibly difficult. It really shouldn't be this way.
I swear every millennial in 2026 is just totally ready to pull a complete 180 because we basically grew up in an era where we watched innovation make life genuinely better every single year. Like, think when cell phones first came out, or iPods, digital cameras, smartphones, when there was literally an app for everything. Like, we were so incredibly pumped, and then it just turned. Everything became a subscription. Social media became an algorithm. A sandwich costs $20 for whatever reason, and you can't go 24 hours without some sort of once-in-a-lifetime event coming directly to your phone, which is now, by the way, a 7-inch supercomputer that was designed to command our attention 24/7. Like, where I'm getting at. We were sold on the idea that technology was going to bring convenience and make things more affordable, and it just snowballed into whatever era we are currently living in today. And now, almost every millennial I know would basically gladly trade all of it for a job as a park ranger who only needs a flip phone, who lives out west in like a tiny town with this cute little diner on the corner where the waitress knows their order.
I think I speak for all millennials when I say we're tired in a way that feels permanent. You know, it's not like I stayed up too late type of tired, or I just need a good night's rest tired. No, it's more like I have 507 open tabs in my brain that I can't close type of tired. And I think it's because we've been conditioned to like always be on. You know, there's always something we forgot, or need to schedule, or need to buy, or need to remember next week. And the rare instance that we do get a second to relax, our brains are still working. They're still running the background process, like updating the anxiety or installing new stress for absolutely no reason. But the craziest part is that like we've gotten so used to it, we don't even talk about it anymore. You know, you'll ask somebody, how you doing? They'll say, oh, tired. And everybody just kind of nods along like, yep, that checks out. We don't even ask why, you know, because at this point, being tired isn't like an occasional feeling. It's become part of our operating system. Like, honestly, I don't think millennials need more sleep. I think we all just need one day where absolutely nothing requires our attention.
Now, I'm no theorist, but don't you think it's a little bit strange at the same time that they announce 2027 new vehicles are going to be scanning your eyeballs off with AI, and there's going to be sensors in the steering wheel, and you got to put both your hands on the wheel at the same time. This is already happening in the UK, otherwise your car will shut off. Don't you think it's a little bit strange that while that's happening, a spontaneous oil shortage is happening, which is making them add more ethanol, or this is the excuse to add more ethanol to the gas, which is horrible for old engines. And then all these junkyards are burning up. If you've not heard, there's been like a bunch of big giant junkyards that have caught on fire randomly. So all the parts, all the old parts for the old cars burning up. The new gas could significantly shorten the lifespan of the old vehicles that are on the road. So all the people who said, you know, I'm just going to keep driving my 1990, whatever, like, I agree, that's cool, but you're going to have to figure out how to get ethanol out of the freaking gas, otherwise it's going to prematurely gimp your engine. Furthermore, at the same time that all that is happening, people think you're going to be able to just like jailbreak your car and turn off all that AI crap. Not knowing a lot has changed in the last few years for the automotive industry. If you alter something in your computer system of these new vehicles, it immediately sends a tampering notice to like the cloud of the manufacturer of your vehicle and can either stop your insurance or disable the car if you've affected it in a certain type of way. Look it up, dude. They've passed all these laws. So the walls are closing in on, I guess, controlling our modes of transport. Eventually, I think they all want us in a smart bus anyway, hooked up to the AI railroad. I mean, really, this is what's coming around the corner. So
man, look, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on, guys. This is a few of them, man. But to take away the big ones that I just don't like, man, the AI monitoring while you're driving on the steering wheel is insane. Is insane. You literally have a robot just making sure that you look forward. Look, come on, man, make that make sense. You're gonna see a lot of new cars with these features, bro. They're not gonna sell. How are these cars even going to sell? Make it make sense. No, that's not going to work. Stop it. And then the subscription-based services. Got to pay a subscription to have ice at your home. Got to pay a subscription to even enter your home. This is going to be a new age that like the subscription-based services is going to be crazy. You can sit here and like, please check all that you want in your life. You have to go down a list and be like, oh, I'm going to check all this. And then that, bam, that's what I'm going to have to simply move on with just life in general. Stop it. Man, these things is just not getting serious. I can see why your guy was just like, we just need a break. You do. There's so many moving parts that's going on in this world, and it's insane, and they're not even telling you all of it. What do you guys think about any of those clips? Let me know down low, and I'll chat with you there. Crazy.